Howdy y'all, Hoosier Daddy and
Hoosier Mama.
We are down under in Australia celebrating our silver wedding anniversary, and this is a recap of day 10. So we are currently in the Gold Coast. So yesterday we went to SeaWorld. It was fun though. I've been wanting to go to SeaWorld ever since I saw the marine park on H2O. But they had penguins, they had jellyfish, they had
polar bears.
Oh, polar bear, and of course they had a roller coaster called the Leviathan, which...
Two different roller coasters. I don't remember what the other one was called.
The Leviathan I thought was fun. She thought it was a little rough.
Well, it's a wooden roller coaster, so it shakes the whole time it's going, and that's what gets me, because my brain starts shaking and then I get sick.
Yeah, we did like the other roller coaster that was basically like a log ride. It went down and splashed you, got you wet. But what I really did like was the shows. The dolphin show was spectacular.
Yes, I agree.
And
amazing.
It was cool. Like when you're walking through the park, you could actually see the dolphins like come up right to the walkway. You could interact with them.
Yeah, just swimming around everywhere, watching the people.
So we have dolphins at the Indianapolis Zoo, but you can't interact with them like that. You can't just see. I mean, we do have this cool underwater dome where you walk inside and you're like completely surrounded by water, and so the dolphins swim around you. So that's pretty cool. But
that's pretty cool if you can be in there by yourself. If you're in there with everybody else and they're all very loud, then the dolphins stay away. Right.
But the way they had it set up at SeaWorld down here in the Gold Coast, it was really cool. Just they're right there in front of you.
So cool.
And the dolphin show I thought was a lot better than the ones that we have back in Indy. Except for the birds, the seagulls were swarming everywhere the entire time because it was an outdoor stadium. And they were just everywhere.
I think the dolphins hated the seagulls because every time the women would feed the dolphins for being good, the seagulls would swoop down and try to steal the fish. But I thought it was funny. I really do think they hate them, because at one point we saw a dolphin come up above the water, not during the show, but it came up above the water and started screaming at seagulls.
I was so upset. I got this really great video of a dolphin swimming past, and we were talking to it and everything, and then I looked at my phone and it wasn't recording. I hate when that happens. But something else we saw at SeaWorld was a sea lion and seal show.
Mm-hmm, that was cool.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those before, but I really enjoyed that. And there was one other show we saw. What show?
The All-Stars and the River Rats.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they had this, it was called a Thunder Lake Stunt Show in the main lake in the middle of the park. And it kind of reminded us of the Frankie and Annette movies, because they had the All-Stars wearing red, white, and blue, all professional looking, doing their stunts. Then they had the River Rats that were like the bikers.
Bad boys.
And they brought out this boat that looked like a semi-truck. It shot flames out the top. It was cool. I mean, the little rivalry they had going was really hokey and really corny and cheesy, and I mean, but it was fun. It was silly, but it was fun. And a lot of locals told us, "Oh, you're gonna go to SeaWorld? Like, that's not much compared to the parks you have in the U.S." And I thought it was the perfect size for just the two of us. Of course, we didn't do the little kiddie stuff because we don't have kids with us. But they did have a cool like Nickelodeon area, and you could do meet and greet with the characters, Dora the Explorer and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, I got my picture taken with Michelangelo.
Wow.
That was pretty cool. But actually, the highlight of our day, we got to meet one of my TikTok followers. It was Rhiannon. So hi, Rhiannon, if you're watching this. that was the highlight of our day. It was so cool. So this is just a reminder, if you see us in the wild, don't be afraid to say hi. We would love to say thank you for all the love and support you guys have been giving us on these videos. And Rhiannon, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Yes.
And it just made our day. So that was really cool. Then once we left the park, we wanted a chance to go experience the Gold Coast beaches. So we just walked along the beach. Very different than Byron Bay where we were the last beach.
Yeah.
This is more of a city. I didn't expect Gold Coast to be so big, but it's a pretty decent sized city, and lots of people, and it had all these big skyscrapers in the backdrop of the beach. The beach just went on forever. And then we had dinner at this, I don't remember the name of it, but it was a Middle Eastern halal pizza place.
Oh, it was so good. And the guy who waited on us was very sweet.
Fantastic service, fantastic food. Mm-hmm. I had to ask him what everything was because I didn't understand what the ingredients were, all the toppings on the pizza. But we got like some type of Middle Eastern pepperoni. They had different kind of spices on it. It wasn't like any kind of pizza we'd ever had before, but it was delicious.
It was so good.
And of course, she had to get herself an acai bowl too.
Oh yeah. Ooh, sorry guys, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I only slept like 10 hours last night.
It's so weird that I think we're over the jet lag. I mean, we've been here today's our 11th day now, so but we're kind of waking up and going to sleep with the sun. Once the sun goes down, we're ready for bed, but once it comes up, we're ready to go. So that was the recap of day 10. Thanks for joining us on our adventures. If you are enjoying this, make sure to stay tuned for tomorrow because we are headed to Brisbane. I've had a lot of followers contact me about Brisbane. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of stuff to do, so we can't wait to see you there. Love you guys.